Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ask the Answers podcast. With myself, Adele, your host today, is joined by one of our wonderful psychics with years of experience behind her. We're going to find out all about that experience and how she's become the psychic she is today. The lovely Hannah is joining us. Hello, Hannah.
Hello, Adele. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You look very colourful where you are. Your hair, your
Yeah,
top, your curtains, your background. You obviously like colour.
I love it because the colors they holding the energy,
Yeah.
and actually they can give you the mood as well. So it doesn't matter why it's Monday today, but
No Monday blues here.
no,
Hannah, you have got years of experience. When I read your profile, it said around about 29 years. I don't know if it's more than that since that profile's been done, but that is a lot of experience and years behind you as a psychic.
yeah. Now is 30 years actually,
Hmm.
so I need to change that obviously, but it is 30 years because I started to do everything like with the psychic and cards and everything
Hmm.
from when I was 15 years old.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
And how did you discover that you had the psychic abilities at that age?
I always was like this. I always been that, like sheep. It's just and no one suppressed me. I always seen the dreams. I always feel the things. And my family members, they always like, did you see any dreams tonight? Just
So was that the
mm.
first thing that came to you? Was the dreams? Is that where you had the psychic experiences, would you say?
I would say first thing what I saw when my mom done astral projection.
Right.
So so basically when your would say soul leaving the body and then coming back. And I was very little. I can't remember my age, but I remember the action, all that were happening because I was sleeping with my mum in that night on in her bed,
Hmm.
and I was feeling something what is not right. And then I turned and I saw my mom's body, her body laying, but her soul is just going up, and I started crying. So that all emotion is left in me,
Hmm.
and I keep remember that everything.
Was
And I
she
was sitting,
passing over then, or was that just an experience? That was just
no, that was just astral projection.
right.
So it's basically not soul, but energy of hers went somewhere, travel, and then come back. And my mom, she's very light sleeper. So even if I turn in another side, she can hear that.
Hmm.
So I was sitting there and crying about maybe 5 minutes. For me, it was very long.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and crying because I told my mom she's just passed away. So yeah.
Oh, but she hadn't actually passed away. This you just you.
No,
But oh wow,
no.
you
Yeah.
felt that strong that you thought that had actually happened.
Yeah, I told her she gone, and it's just like that all it stays in my memory.
Yeah.
So that was first experience, and I know
Mm.
I was very, very little. I even can't remember the age.
Did she understand it? Was she psychic? Did she know what you were experiencing, or did she say, "Oh, don't be silly. It's fine. You're imagining
No,
it."
she denied that.
Uh huh.
But she can do a lot of things. She can heal. She can do the cards, but she always denied that. So
Mm. So this is something at a very young age that you were experiencing, but how
yeah.
was it that you then were developing it and strengthening it? Did it take a long time to get to there, or were you like straight in there and right, yes, I'm having these experiences, I want to investigate, I want to get good at this?
I think that when you got experience like this in a very young age,
Hmm.
you just go with the flow. That happens, and you can't understand the things. But then I knew it when my neighbors passed away because we got on that in 1 year. We got like three neighbors passed in some time in between,
Hmm.
and I knew that what that is gonna be. It's just like I see the like different color of the person, like
Oh,
skin, everything, and I was like, "Are you right? And they're like, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. And look, in 2, 3 months,
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, I've always been like this.
I mean, wow. I mean, it's such for people that maybe haven't had those experiences, they must be listening to
Mhm.
this and thinking, gosh, wow, that's a powerful thing to
It
have and to
is.
experience and to witness and to feel. I mean, did it ever scare you? Did it ever worry you? Did you ever feel that you needed to tell somebody when you did pick up those senses?
I've always been very open with my mom, and she never say, "Oh, don't say to anyone." But I always knew it, but I can talk with her. I knew
Mhm,
it, but you can't tell to other people. Like we grow in that time when we all been blocked for this all the stuff.
mhm,
But since little in the school, I've been called names like Gypsy Girl and all that stuff.
mhm, mhm.
So and
Cope with that. How did you feel when people were like that, almost mocking?
well, I was feeling upset because I knew it, but I'm not gypsy girl. So, it's just very conservative people. So, yeah. But you're growing through this and yeah, you're fine with that.
Mm. And it is sad that people have that perception or feel the need to judge or to tarnish somebody with, old wives' tales or what people would consider a psychic back in the days, maybe being a witch or being somebody that would cast spells, or it would be more of a negative slant on it. It's a
Yeah.
shame that in today's society or today's world that people would still put people down or think they're being silly, or oh, she's a bit crazy, that lady. Who, for the people that aren't open to it, that again, it's like with anything, isn't it? It's not nice to have that put upon you if that is something you believe
Yeah.
and good at.
Yeah, it is. It's just like I just now while you was talking, I remembered when one time in the street, the gypsy lady, she came to me. She didn't look at me,
Mhm.
and she was like, "Oh, give me your hand. I will tell you the future." And da da da. And I was like, I was 14 on that
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
I think it was the wave on that time when a lot. Um, Gypsy calls. I don't know they was gypsies or not, but people was calling them gypsies, and basically they was stealing the money. They hypnotize people and do a lot of bad things.
Ah.
So whatever. But I was always curious with that side, with psychic and what is the things what I can see but other people can't see. Why is that?
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I give my palm, and she grabbed my palm, she looked and she just pushed me. And I was like, so are you gonna tell me my
Yeah.
future? And she got very angry on me.
What? Because you saw something on the palm and she didn't like it, so she pushed you.
Yeah, because they all psychics, all card readers, all healers, anyone who is very developed or they even feel the things, they got very interesting palms,
Hmm.
and usually the usually saying is M letter, it should be in your lines or something like that.
Hmm.
But I'm not sure because I saw different palms, and people they don't know what they can do and all that stuff. But she saw something. She saw. And so she pushed me away.
Did you think she was scared of you?
Um, I would say she didn't scare, but she was annoyed.
So almost like a bit of jealousy, a bit of like she saw something, and well, I suppose that you were quite open to it. You were like, yeah, yeah, here's my palm, and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
just go on. Tell me what I don't know.
Yeah, wow. She didn't tell you though.
No, 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 unfortunately.
And did you say you do palm readings? Have you done that yourself?
I did palm readings, but it's requiring a lot studies.
Mhm.
So I still got a lot books with me. It's just like you can see just part what is behind me, just part of my life.
Yeah, you
Like,
like reading.
like quarter. I got the cards, I got the books, everything. I got um it's just, I think when you get in spirituality, you need to be very open.
Mhm,
And I meet a lot of people who trying to develop everything on one time. I was like, no, 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 hold on. It's just choose one, then another one. You're never gonna stop to develop that. You're
mhm, mhm,
never gonna stop that information
mhm.
because that is gonna come. But you feel hungry of that all knowledge. And
Yeah.
that is very beautiful. It's very hard way. It's not fluffy and white
Mhm,
because to be honest, I think all problems what we got, all situations what we're going through in our life,
mhm,
they've been for us like a lesson. So I'm working now with the Hecate of Goddess. So I believe, and even in the books when I read it, so it was saying what everything we're going through the life, the gods and goddesses, even the creator, if you believe, if you're religious,
mhm.
they give you the all situations, but you learn lesson.
Yeah.
That is your experience.
Mhm, mhm.
And I'm just like, oh, my mind is just like, oh, I can talk and talk and talk about that.
It's interesting what you said there, you know, when you get into the psychic world, but also you can, you know, reflect this into your everyday life. Is that so there's so many times when we do get quite eager or keen on something, and like you mentioned there, we want to know everything, you know, and it
Yeah,
can almost dilute your power, your strength, your skills when you're trying to do too much too soon. It's like with anything, isn't it? Home in on one thing and then slowly develop that into other areas. And
yeah.
it reflects something that I mentioned in my own life recently, starting up a new business. And, you know,
Hmm.
at first I was like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And there was a few people went, whoa, just focus on these one things, get these one things strong and straight and up and running, and then you can bring in all the other bits. But, you know,
Yeah,
but so much of us want everything all at once. And like with the
yeah,
psychic work, there's so much to the psychic world,
it
you
is.
know, and there's always going to be something you can learn, develop, which is great. But homing
Hmm.
on a really strong skill first, I imagine, is quite a good starting point for people developing.
Yes, it is, and it's just the thing is, what even my friend, I got a best friend, and we were always talking about the all stuff, and she started doing cards, and now she started doing mediumship as well, clairvoyance, if you want to say that way. Um, and she said, but you even don't pay attention how you speak. I was like, what do you mean? Did I speak rude or something? And she was like, no, 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 no. When you're speaking, sometimes you're just saying the things what is for me popping in the head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I mention it about you wanted this and that. And you saying just like when you start in business and you just and I was sitting there and it's giggling.
Yeah.
But that's what is a psychic is. Sometimes you talk about the things what person was talking maybe a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, I was doing readings on other platforms as well, and it was the few clients who were saying, "Oh, I was talking with my husband about."
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did you know that?
I know. I always find that so interesting when I do podcasts and a psychic will say something. I go, "Oh, I was talking about that this morning," or that exact word, that exact phrase, which you wouldn't normally hear. They say it, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I used that this morning, and it's a real random phrase to use. Yeah, it's lovely when that happens. That connection and knowing that you're in tune with other people
yeah.
around you. What would you say is the most important trait as a psychic to have?
I think um I'm just thinking. I don't know, to be honest, because it's a lot you need to learn. You need to learn how to heal yourself,
Mm-hmm.
how to protect yourself. Obviously, we're working with the people's energies. How to find a way easier to explain for person, because sometimes people coming and they're not that open understanding what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I call that, we got all psychics, we got our own language, so
Mm-hmm.
we need to translate in the human language, because
Yeah, of
it's not
course.
easy for person say, oh, it's astral projection. And they're like, what?
Mm.
Not everyone knows the
No.
things like that.
Yeah.
Uh, but most important, I think we need to learn, do not get attached to people or situations, and we need to let it go. That
Hmm.
is very hard to learn. Um, but with the years, we're mastering and we're doing that automatically.
Hmm. Hmm.
And um, recently, another friend, she sent me the video from other platform, and she said, "Oh, you need to be careful with the people who saying one phrase." And I will always saying that phrase, and I never knew that. The phrase it sounds like this: "It is what it is."
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
for me, that is like you can't change the situation. Even though I know the future, I can't go against the nature.
Hmm.
So even though I am the witch, or I can do spells and curses, I'm not gonna do it.
Hmm.
Why? Because I don't want that bad karma points on my karma.
Hmm. Does it
Why I
frustrate
should
you? You can see the future, but it's something that you can't change.
sometimes yes.
Hmm.
Sometimes yes. Because you want to aware the people, but sometimes you know what they not gonna take that.
Hmm.
My family, they know that, but and they're like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" So I was just like, "Come down, just be careful, okay? Just be careful."
Yeah. A
But
bit more aware.
yeah, but the thing is, don't. It's very hard to force yourself. Do not change, or do not try to change. It's very hard.
Mm. And when
So,
you're getting these psychic downloads, this information, how would
mm,
you describe it? Do you feel? Do you sense? Do you know shake? Do you sweat? How does it all work for you? When you are having that reading or you're having those experiences.
Um, I would say everything together, but I don't need to shake, I don't need to dance, or I need to do specific rituals.
Mm.
Um, Usually when I'm sitting down, I know what I'm gonna do reading, and my mind is just switching on.
Hmm.
It's just, let's say you got the two tracks. So one is the daylight every day, and then another one is psychic. So every time I'm sitting down in my office,
Hmm.
where it's all magic happening, and my brain and my energy is just switching on that track. That's it. I don't need to go, oh, I feel this one, or I can see this one. No, I don't
Yeah,
do that.
it's not like
I'm
a
good.
film or a movie. It's not that dramatic.
No, no, no. No, sometimes you can see like a pictures. We call that we can see in the mind eye. So it's not third eye like most of the psychics say, but is in your mind. You
Hmm.
can see, you can hear. You sometimes it's just 3D like a picture or word coming up, and you be like, okay, what, I've been showing this one and that one, and person they like, oh, oh, and they saying like that is relating to them,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, how did you know that? Well,
Hmm.
it's just, but I always have my spirit guides, and because of my family uh, from back then is a lot of generations they got like and healers and psychics,
Hmm.
so it's just our blood is very strong. I
Hmm.
think that's why with the generations when becoming in this time your power is just like very big. You
Mm.
need to realize what you can do, and we can do a lot.
Yeah.
We can do everyone like that. Even you can do.
Watch this space. Move over. I'm coming. I'm coming on the phone lines. No, I'm only joking.
Abracadabra.
I've got too much going on. I haven't got time, I'm afraid. But you mentioned there about, making sure you protect yourself as a psychic. So, what sort
Yeah.
of things would you do to protect yourself if you've had quite a heavy call? It's been quite a negative call. Maybe some dark energies come through. Whatever it might be. In what sense? How would you protect yourself as a psychic? What sort of things do you have to do?
Well, usually I recommend for people just imagine yourself in the 3D bubble. It can be the any color you want. It can be yellow, white, gold, silver, blue. I like purple. I always put in purple.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put any amount of the bubbles and relate that to someone like purple, let's say magical circle, and is a bubble is gonna protect me from this and that and that. But you're always talking with your creator, or you talking with your gods, or you with your spirit guides. But usually, I do pentagram, and I standing in the pentagram. This is everything in your intention. So, and obviously, the Palo Santo, you can burn sage everywhere. That is just like a daily routine. But
Mm-hmm.
meditation, obviously, first. I know, but sometimes people they calling and they just don't know where to put that a bit negative energy,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they're spitting that out. But well, it is what it is. Sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
can't can't forget that. Um, but well, it's just after call like this, I just put the hanging up, and I was
Yeah.
okay. You spit that out. Now you got your energy. That's
Yeah.
it. And I'm putting the line. That's
Yeah.
it. I close my ties with that each customer.
Is there any topics that you would avoid, or is there any situations that sometimes you feel a little bit uncomfortable talking about on the phone lines?
Um, I think is most hardest one is the love,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes people they want to hear what they want to hear. And that's why I'm saying, well, you need to be open mind, because I learned myself how to accept whatever information is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we want sometimes when we love someone, but they love us same way. But life is happening, and you can't change the things.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see your partner is cheating, you can't
Mm.
change.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm just saying too much sorry for the customer. And I was like, I'm so sorry to say that. But
Yeah.
I feel where you got someone third party in there.
Mm.
So
And
yeah,
that's the thing
it's
as a
hard.
psychic, isn't it? Yeah, yes, there's some lovely moments, but there are also some very hard and emotional and a lot
Yeah.
of pain that you're dealing with on the phone lines.
Yeah. But I feel like sometimes people they just calling, and when they talking with my voice, I give them a bit healing as well. So obviously they just calm down. It was the recently was one client, um, um and said, well, oh, thank you. You've really given me that confirmation, and I now feel calm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's so nice. I'm
Yeah.
so happy when that happened. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it
just
must
like,
be many moments, especially the amount of years you've been being a psychic. There's must be some very memorable moments for you, and I'm sure there's been lots of people that you've spoken to for many years, not just new customers. I'm sure there's still people that you're speaking to that you have spoken to from a long time ago, still coming back.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's most. I think I'm not gonna mention to who, but it was the one reading which one I done 20 years ago, more
Hmm.
than 20 years ago. I can't remember the details. Don't ask me, but it was the question. Do you remember you did reading and you said this and that?
Yeah.
It's like, no. Do you know how many readings in that time went?
Yeah.
Usually psychics don't remember the readings because of the we releasing that energy straight away. We cutting the tide. That's it.
Mm, mm,
Sometimes you can remember the details, sometimes, but it's
mm,
not always. But yes, it was a lot confirmation from that reading, and I was like, oh, it wasn't nice confirmation because the things which one I predict, it wasn't nice
mhm.
situation, but everything went come true, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
How amazing, though, even from a reading that maybe isn't. Um, panning out the way that maybe that person would have liked on the phone lines, but maybe for their higher interest, it has worked out the right way. How amazing that you've done all these readings, and yes, you're not going to remember them all because there's so many you've done in those years, but how you have impacted somebody's life that they still remember 10, 20 years later. I spoke to that psychic and they told me this.
Mhm.
What an incredible, input you've had on someone's life. And that in itself must be so rewarding to hear when they
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, they coming back and they saying, and how did you do that? And I was like, just just doing the things, just easy. It looks for me, it looks easy because sometimes they now it's just like it's funny because the before, like, let's say about 15 years ago, my family wasn't trying to be careful with me
Mhm.
and whatever I'm saying, and they're like, "Are you sure?" And but now I would say maybe 7 years back, they starting listening very carefully what I'm saying when we're
Mhm.
talking about anything. So usually I'm staying silent when we got to visit or
Uh,
my
yeah,
family. They're like, "Do you not read them?"
I was going to say, tell us a little bit about your family life and your upbringing. Was it something that they were very welcoming? Has it taken a long time for them to come around to what you do as a psychic? Is anybody else in your family psychic? How does your family feel about it all?
I think my family on the beginning they was like, mm. And the okay, another one. Are you sure you want to do this? And the thing is, it was the bit by bit, but because I developed that in many years, and I always been my family psychologic part playing.
Hmm.
So everyone coming for advice, everyone calling me, and even in the night, I got a problem now. Can we talk tomorrow in the morning? No. Okay. So it's just like short advice, and if I be in your place, I would be doing this and that. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So even your family members would come to you to get some insight.
Oh, always, always. But that is another part where you can't find truly friends.
Hmm.
So because everyone wants to use you, everyone wants to use just for
Right.
themselves. They don't want to, share that. It's just
Mm.
like that is very hard.
And have you
But
found that with for friendship groups over the years that maybe they have tried to take advantage a little bit?
I would say I got only three friends,
Hmm.
only three. One is there now going about 15 years friendship. So the person living in same city, and I got another two, which one another is about 5 years.
Hmm.
So she's always with me every day on the FaceTime.
Yeah.
Hello, my gorgeous. Hello, beautiful. Da, da,
Uh,
da, 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 da. And she's learning a lot. And but on the same time, we just like helping each other
hmm.
because sometimes you need that support, but like,
Yeah.
it's just, you can't be alone.
I think as you get older, you do tend to have, a smaller friendship group. And I think you start to know what you like, what you don't like, what you're going to accept, setting your
Mhm.
boundaries. And, so I think that is quite natural. But I imagine, again, as a psychic, when you do have that extra intuition, that you can often have people that, again, as you mentioned there, that pass your way and, uh, often maybe not seeing that true connection, but maybe what they can get out of that friendship or that
Yeah.
relationship. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It's just sometimes it's very hard to switch that off
Mhm.
when you feel when people trying to get to you closer just because they want something from you,
Yeah.
like free readings and all that stuff. I don't mind to share, but it should be some kind of exchange, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
And that fakeness you can feel straight away, and you be like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah. No,
not
I get that.
sure.
So, when you're not doing your psychic work, I mean, what do you get up to? Have you had any other professions? Have you got any sort of hobbies or interests?
currently currently I start to remember the crochet and
Oh
knitting.
yeah. Oh,
So I done this one.
oh, brilliant. A little owl. And it's
Yeah,
purple.
it's
It's
just,
a favorite color, I
and
said.
it's purple. Yeah, and it's purple. So yeah, but I'm trying to do, more stuff, and I'm doing the pouches for the cars, or even like little bags. I got some orders already. It's just like I'm doing the candles, and I'm all in this one. Obviously, I do something out of the this specific area, but at the minute I'm all in this one. It's just
Yeah.
like that's why my room is full of boxes, and I was, oh, I needed this one. Oh, I can do this one.
Like the Aladdin's cave.
It's just kind of ADHD, the thing. It's just like you keep remember what you can do the things.
Yeah, brilliant. And you mentioned again, you've been doing this for 30 years now. What sort of
Yeah.
other sort of platforms or what other things have you done over the years? Have you done things like events? Have you written any books? Have you done any psychic developments? Or has it purely just been phone readings that you have done over the years?
I done the readings on the Facebook, but I found is a lot groups they kind of very um cheeky,
Hmm.
and when they see what something is going better for you and people asking for readings, they just push you out. So I moved to Instagram and TikTok,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like I got more on TikTok of success than other platforms,
Yeah.
because you can do the lives and you can see the people they coming, they tapping on the screen, sending their hearts. But yeah, I have some group. I create the group like spiritual group.
Yeah.
We got some changes now in there, but
Hmm.
yeah, helping people to develop the things. I'm kind of spiritual mentor, so I don't mind,
Yeah.
and out of this area, I do as well the English classes for
Oh,
people
okay.
who can't speak English, but
Yeah.
for all the people. So they obviously their more mind is busy, they can't remember the things. So it's just kind of, oh, I'm busy. I'm just making myself busy, to be honest.
And are you quite a home bird or have you done much traveling over the years?
I'm more like a home bird.
Hmm.
I like to travel, but if I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So, for one friend, she's living in another city, so I need to travel about 3 hours.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so that kind of is just too long for me. I'm okay. I'm okay. I can travel.
Yeah.
But yes, event, I'm trying to arrange one of the events. Need to find the place and time properly. But
Hmm.
now is people they kind of short on money,
Yeah.
so need to manage to do that one. But yeah,
Hmm.
about the cards, I was thinking about the cards,
Yeah.
but it's still in the thinking
Okay.
process. So
So you obviously like a bit of creativity, you like obviously making and putting things together and yeah, as you mentioned, maybe developing your own cards. That's exciting.
yeah, it's just I'm too creative. So
Oh, bless you. And
yeah.
where do you see this work going? Do you think it'll be much more of the same, or is there still more goals that you want to achieve, or do you feel you're at the highest that you'll get now and you're just going to maintain that?
I think I'm trying, to spread light to people, but we all can be now in the world. Did you see the news now in the world what is going on? And I'm trying to put that, kindness in people and explain what we can. Everything is coming from our mind. If we think better way, and life is gonna look in different colors. If you wake up, oh, today is Monday, obviously you're gonna feel that way. But if you wake up, okay, today is another week start, let's go, let's carry on. It's
Yeah.
just kind of everything is coming from us, and that's why I think it's not like my goal, like I see myself there on the top and all that stuff, but I'm
Hmm.
trying to spread that kindness. And it's just like I never think about the whatever is in the future in 10 years,
Yeah.
and just see what I need to do now. Oh, that person needs the healing. Oh, how I need to tell them.
Yeah. I mean, it was going to lead me into my next question of how has being a psychic changed your view of life in the world?
Mm, that is interesting because the view is just interesting. It's very hard to do not see the things.
Mm-hmm.
Then you see the things. So sometimes, especially when you're going the shop or somewhere, it's just very hard to switch off yourself.
Yeah.
When you, it's not hard to switch off, but then the spirits keep coming and they're like, hello. And
Mm-hmm.
you're like, no, not today, not now. I'm doing shopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And and well, I would say I got more kinder because I think I'm trying to put that kindness as well to people.
Mm.
I'm more kinder and I'm trying to see in the people everything what is good, even that little bit. I know what that person is not right, but maybe they're not right in the head just at this moment.
They could
That's
change.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And how would you describe your reader? How would you describe yourself as a psychic reader? Because you mentioned there's lots of ways that you work. What would you say is your main speciality or your main purpose? You mentioned there's spreading kindness and looking,
Yeah.
helping people to see things in maybe in a different light. But is there a certain sort of area that you would say you're more stronger at or more passionate about?
I think is more going is the cards, mediumship or clairvoyance and healing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So and obviously always people can ask the questions about the spiritual everything, where to start, what to do, how to develop this one or that. Because
Mm-hmm.
we always can share that things and we don't mind to share. But it's not everyone thinking, but when they calling they can ask that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are short questions, specifically about the love readings. Does he love me or does she love me? Well, need to look further what you need to do about that.
Mm-hmm.
How you can do that. And sometimes the way how you making that action, it's opening you spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why is I think more is important healing because we all coming with the traumas. We all coming with the traumas. There's no person in this world
Mm-hmm.
without trauma or something like that. But some of us they healed, some of us they just suppressed that everything, some of us they forgot everything, but some of us is just like keep hanging on that
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, I don't know, like in limbo, yeah, situation, and they don't know what to do, and they're
Yeah.
like, and they're surprising. Why is that happening in my life? Did you learn your lesson? No.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think what you need to learn? So I think is more my concentration on that. It's the cards
Yeah.
and mediumship and healing is three things because first of all people hear my voice, so I'm always trying to talk in same tone, and I really like I'm just looking at you listening so carefully. I deem that my friend she falling asleep. I'm putting my dog for sleep. Sometimes it's just like
No, it's interesting. It's fascinating. I find it all very interesting and fascinating how all you psychics work and your specialities and why people are drawn to you and what is it that they get back from those readings. And you mentioned there about, people learning their lessons. Are
Mhm.
you as a psychic still learning lessons? Do
Yeah,
you think you have figured it all out or are you still
no.
going through challenges yourself?
So, well, obviously, we're all going through the challenges, and sometimes you're thinking, okay, just show me, just explain me, because I'm so dumb now. I can't understand what I need to learn from this. But I think we psychics more quicker understanding what situation is the
Hmm.
lesson. So what I need to learn, or is that person needs to learn? So what is the main point? What is that situation about?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes yes, we not understand straight away, but sometimes we understand.
Mm.
Sometimes we
And I
do.
think when you are spiritual, when you are psychic, you are open to it, aren't you? If things aren't going well or they're a bit challenging or you feel a bit blocked, you are all, because obviously I'm around the psychic world quite a bit. I often will say, right, well, this is not quite working here, but what is the lesson that I need to be learning? There's obviously something that's, I'm being faced with for me to learn or overcome or to make me stronger or wiser, whatever it might
Yeah.
be. I never see it as a negative. I always think, okay, there's going to be something here that I need to learn from this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what is view. If you look in every situation or every little problem was popping up in your life,
Mm,
let's say you trying to go somewhere or to work in the morning and you're coming outside and your car tire is just flat and
mm,
you're like, oh, frustrating going like this. But then you just like stop yourself. Oh, hold on. Why that tire is flat? Why I need to late now to work? Maybe something is going to happen on
mm-hmm.
the way there. So someone is protecting you.
Yeah,
Don't go. Don't
yeah,
go on that time. Don't go on that time.
yeah,
This is like it's a lot in we got in the world situations where it was major situations
yeah,
where disasters happening and someone was
yeah.
should fly with the airplane but they late.
Yeah, it's like the sliding doors moment, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
your spirit guides and your angels, they protecting you as well.
Ah. Well, Hannah, we are running out of time. That just seems to have gone just so fast. There's so much more that I'm sure we could have talked about or go into, but
Yeah,
maybe we can have you back on the podcast another time, which would be lovely, just to see how things have developed and what sort of calls you've had and any trends that you're facing. Like I said, there's so much more that we could talk about. But for people
yeah.
that are listening right now, any final words from you if they are listening and think, oh, I like the sound of this lady, I might have a reading with her at some point. What would you like to say to them?
Um, just be kind. Just be kind and love yourself, guys. First, love is starting from ourselves, and then just for others. Never put someone else first. First, you should be first.
Brilliant. Now, Hannah, I'm just looking at your PIN number. If people want to come through to you, it's 700641. And how often are you on the phone lines?
Currently, I starting to do like a lot of hours, so it's just. But I'm trying to book my hours before so people can see when I'm on.
Perfect.
But it was the few moments where in last week I need to cancel, but that is just rarely happening. I'm trying to manage with all things what is going on in my life, and usually I do the nights, my time.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to do and days as well, so it's just kind of mixture of this.
I didn't
So
ask you
yeah,
that. Whereabouts are you from?
UK.
Oh, you are in the UK.
Yeah,
Because you said that your time, and I thought, oh, is she in a different part of the world?
yeah, no, because sometimes people they're calling from different country,
Yes, of course.
and
Yes.
it was the customer was like one of the client asking, where are you from? I was like, I'm sorry, I can't say that because of the company rules. And she
Oh.
was like, oh, whatever, but I'm there and there. I was like, oh, it's so nice, it's so cute.
Oh, Hannah, and you're so nice as well. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
on the podcast today. Good luck with everything in the future, and we look forward to catching up with you.
Thank you very much. I'm trying
Yeah.
to do the heart, learning how to do the heart.
I can put my red one as a red heart then on my top.
I'm purple. I'm
You can put it in your
purple.
hair, your red hair, a red heart.
Oh, yes. I
Lovely,
love the
Hannah.
red as well.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.